Welcome to the holiday edition of the Tech Couples Podcast. I'm Andy, your go to WordPress developer, and this is my beautiful wife.
Sabrina, best timer in town.
Sabrina is the one who keeps things fun and grounded around here. We're here to demystify websites and help you run your website better, faster, and smarter. And this week's topic is
How to stay motivated around the holiday season as a business owner and entrepreneur.
right. Burnout is a real thing. Any business owner, anyone who runs a website can definitely tell you that daily grind, the monthly grind, the expectations, the drive for more sales, bigger numbers, it can definitely burn you out, right?
Yeah, and especially around the holiday season when you have all these gatherings, family, friends, events to do, Christmas shopping to get to, Christmas parties, all that stuff that can be definitely overwhelming when you know that you have deadlines to do and that you're like, I don't think I can handle 4 or 5 hours of events. I got deadlines to do. So, how can you balance staying motivated between keeping yourself healthy mentally, physically, and making sure that you are keeping busy with work, getting those deadlines met?
Mhm. Something that I like to do is, it's definitely a workflow technique, but anytime you have things to do that, that just sort of stays on your board or your task list for weeks, what you definitely want to do is try to break things down as much as possible. So you kind of start with your big task, you'll break it down into, tiny steps that you can get done. So then at the end of the day or the week, you will have made some progress towards those things that you need to get done, right? Because the task will, any business owner or entrepreneur knows there's no end to the amount of task and things for you to do, right?
Yeah, for sure. And definitely knowing a balance between making sure that you're getting those tasks done can be definitely challenging. Knowing, hey, you know what? I've got to go meet friends in 2 hours here on the clock. How am I going to get this task done? It's okay to take a pause on that and to, you know what? I will come back to that and making sure that you are taking some time for yourself and your family and friends around the holiday season. Making sure, you know what? That's okay. I will take a pause and I will come back to this.
Yeah, so it may not work for everybody, but it definitely works for you. I would describe you as a kind of person who totally embraces the holiday season as a source of motivation, right?
For sure. And, for me, I look at it, you know what? At the end of the day, being motivated is great. Having those big goals and aspirations is great. But if you don't take a pause for yourself, that burnout will eat you alive. So, knowing when it is time to say, all right, I've got to take a pause for myself here. And, getting those expectations met to your clients, to your family members, to your friends of balancing business and, balancing life as well.
Mhm. Yeah, so, what you might wanna do is, depending on your business, decorate your environment towards, being a little bit more festive. You might run specific holiday promotions, tell all your customers, "Hey, Merry Christmas," in a certain little way that is unique to your own business.
Yeah, I mean, if that keeps you motivated and keeps you going, enjoying that spirit in your own way within your own company is
Mhm.
definitely important.
Yeah, yeah. You do wanna use that holiday time and sort of, because there is definitely some downtime in the holiday season. You wanna use that time to reflect as much as you can for sure, right?
Yeah, yeah. Being said, I mean, it's downtime for some people, for some customers, for their patients and clients. It could be downtime, but it may not be downtime for that entrepreneur or the business owner themselves. Maybe it's actually one of their busiest times, ramping things up at the end of the year. So knowing that not everyone has the same, company and runs the exact same way, and that's okay. So just trying to find a balance between every company.
Mhm. Yeah, so you really wanna do think about all the progress that you do end up making in a year, right? That's definitely something that can motivate you when you really think about, hey, where you were last year and where you are now, what kind of work progress you've made, some changes within the company, some changes in the team or the structure, or even some of the services or the products that you offer. You do wanna reflect on, hey, hey, like what has happened? And then, it kind of makes you more motivated towards thinking what can happen, right?
For sure. I would say that's huge motivation to look back throughout the year and say, look at my big goal that I had. I did not think I was going to be able to achieve this, and I have definitely achieved it
Mhm.
and more. So, knowing going into the new year, give yourself that same new goal, and you will hit that and achieve it even more.
Yeah. And it's important to remember, like, hey, you know what? Sometimes you can't do everything yourself, right? It's important to ask for help, and whenever you can, try to delegate some of your tasks, right? For example, hey, you know what? You have that, you needed to hire somebody to do that role. There might be someone within your company that is better at hiring than you, right? And hey, you know what? You've never gotten around to hiring because maybe that's something that you're not as comfortable in doing, right? It's only one example, but whenever you can delegate certain tasks, especially tasks that you're not, wildly comfortable with, it can actually be a massive stress relief, right? Sometimes it can actually be a stressor, the idea that you're giving away a little bit of control for someone else to do something. But in the end, it actually might be a stress reliever in the end because there's one less thing for you to worry about, right?
For sure. So again, going back to knowing what you've done the last year, how you achieved it, how you got there. But like Andy said, asking for help to achieve those new goals, knowing that you don't have to go the same avenue that you did last time. Maybe you can structure a little bit different to get that goal even bigger. So asking for help and guidance doesn't mean that it's harder, it's less motivated. No, you will actually achieve it even more.
Yeah, yeah. And then it's important as a business owner to, try to celebrate any wins that you do have, whether it be your 1,000th customer or your first customer, right? It's all a win, right?
For sure, for sure. Definitely celebrating the small wins is very important in every business as an entrepreneur as well.
Yeah. As a business owner, there's so many things that are completely out of your control, but there are things that you can control, right? So whenever you can, you want to try to focus on the things you can control. For example, your attitude, when you do something, right? There are certain things that are within your control, right?
For sure. Yeah, definitely making sure that you are checking yourself, how you reflect, how you look at your business, how you look at your company, how you look at everything, your friends and your family around you. That's what you can control. You can't necessarily control these deadlines. You can't control these hurdles that come about. You can't control all of these things. So just knowing that burnout, just take a pause.
Yeah.
Take a pause. It's okay. We all are feeling that. And
Mhm.
just go step by step to get to the new year.
Yeah, for sure. So sometimes, everyone has a different family dynamic, right? Some you can't control everybody's attitude, but you can control yours.
For sure. Yeah. And again, that's family side. When it comes to business, same thing. You cannot control all of your employees. You
Yeah.
cannot control all of your clients, all of your patients. You can't control everyone. So just knowing what you can do for yourself to continue going
Yeah,
forward.
we don't have to go into horror stories of difficult customers, right? Because
Been there, done that.
yeah. Mhm. All right. And it's been a wonderful year, right?
Yes, for sure. So, on that note, we are going to stay motivated, stay positive, and be here for each other. And we will get through this as entrepreneurs and business owners.
All right, and happy holidays.
Happy holidays.